The song is a contemporary song. It deals with women that are somehow unavailable, unattainable. You can't hold them. They're like water in your hand, and they're runners. And Cleo's a runner. She's a woman that's beautiful and goes to the beat of her own drum. You know, when you create a song, there's almost kind of two stories. There's the song itself, right? The story that the song portrays, and then there's the story of how the song came into being. And this little video was how we work as a band and how the song came about.
We needed a couple of really good other rock and roll songs. One night, Michael read a new poem that he had written called Cleo At The Wheel. It just struck me as really being musical, and so I started messing around with it, and I told Kevin about it.
John came to me and said, you know, there's a poem that Mike wrote, and it's called Cleo's At The Wheel, and he thought, look, I think we can do something there, and I agreed with him.
Kevin took the lead on this song in terms of developing it, and he really embraced it, and so we went to work on it, and it evolved into a whole other thing.
In the developing of the song, in particular, John and I, we went after this song pretty hard.
One of the things we did last year in 2010 in Europe, we did 38 sound checks for 38 shows, and every sound check we would play Cleo and work on it.
And I'll give Teddy the look before we want to go to see. I'll put it up there. I remember calling each other late at night from room to room saying, I think I got this line, I think I got this line.
On that life ain't no simple situation. She knows, people just don't understand. So that phrasing of that's right. Life, it's a verse.
We just evolved it. We kept shoving it around, and the song really took everything we could throw at it, and we refined it. So for as wild as it is, it was really a disciplined action that it took to get it to that point.
Not sure.
That's great. It was a lot of fun, and we really developed the song into a very interesting, I think, arrangement.
When you finally decide to come in with a scratch after whatever, that's when you guys would just be singing, drive on, I'll still be out.
If you hear the wall of music that's coming from Teddy and Park and Blair and Larry, who put these war drums where I wanted to go with it and made it so much his. By the end of the road, we were really comfortable and excited to want to put this in front of an audience. The song itself is a contemporary one, but when you get to the chorus, you hear three names, Lozen, Mangus, and Victorio.
Lozen, Mangus, and Victorio.
You know, to most people they don't mean anything, but in American history they were three of the greatest Apache generals that were ever on the North American continent. What makes one of the names so interesting is Lozen was a woman. She was an acknowledged warrior of the Apache Indians. Lozen in particular, we feel, is connected beautifully to Cleo as a runner. It's quite a wall of music that comes from Cleo at the Wheel. And you know, the story of the song is, I think, as good as the story it took to make it. And that it came as a result of three friends talking, and given that we kind of all started our careers together in a way in Los Angeles that led to, ultimately to Dances with Wolves, it's nice that we're all connected on this song. You know, if I think of how the song evolved, it really it started off one way, and I guess it ended up just like this.
Cleo's at the wheel of that big blue Ford. Cleo's at the wheel of that big blue Ford. destination. She doesn't know what she's looking for. Drive on, drive on, drive on, drive on. She's got a red bandana wrapped around her head. She's got a red bandana wrapped around her head. She ain't going through the motions. She just knows that's what everybody says. Drive on, drive on, drive on, drive on. She might look just like a white girl, but in her heart, Apache blood. Lowe's and Mangus and Victoria. Anyone else who's had to run. Drive on. She's driving barefoot, got her dress above her knees. She's driving barefoot, got that dress above her knees. She's just living for the moment. She don't know how many more will come. Drive on, drive on, drive on, drive on. She might look just like a white girl, but in her heart, Apache blood. Lowe's and Mangus and Victoria, and anyone else who's had to run. Drive on, drive on, drive on, drive on. Cleo's at the wheel of that big blue Ford. Cleo's at the wheel of that big blue Ford. She ain't got no destination. She just knows what she's looking for.